If you're not a huge fan, baseball can seem, well, kind of slow, right? Just a lot of standing around waiting for something to happen. But underneath all that quiet, there's this incredible world of explosive physics, wild traditions, and just amazing history. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the secrets hidden in all that stillness. And it really all kicks off with one pretty surprising number.
Okay, so it all starts with this one stat that's kind of mind-blowing. A normal MLB game, it can easily go for 3 hours, maybe more, but the actual time the ball is in play, the pitch, the hit, the players running, it's unbelievably short. Which leads to a really interesting question, doesn't it? If a 3-hour game has less than 18 minutes of actual action, what on earth are we all watching for? The other 2 hours and 42 minutes?
I mean, just think about that for a second. 3 hours of game time and less than 18 minutes of action. It really does sound like a whole lot of nothing is going on. But here's the thing. The truth is, those few minutes, they are packed with some of the most intense, powerful moments in all of sports. And all that downtime, well, that's where the magic really happens. It's where the strategy, the tension, and all the human drama starts to build.
All right, so let's start with those explosive moments. I'm talking about these incredible feats of athleticism that happen so fast your brain can barely even process them. And it's all defined by some seriously mind-bending physics.
So let's just take the simple act of throwing a ball. Back in 2010, a pitcher named Aroldis Chapman threw a baseball at 105.8 miles per hour. For everyone watching outside the US, that's a whopping 170 kilometers per hour. I mean, that's faster than you're legally allowed to drive on most highways. Can you even imagine trying to hit something coming at you that fast? It's that raw, explosive power that really defines these incredible moments in the game.
And then, of course, on the other end of that insane speed is the hit. The longest home run ever recorded, an unbelievable 643 feet. That's almost 196 meters. Now, to put that into perspective for you, that's like hitting a baseball over 2 football fields, end to end. It's just a perfect example of how, in the blink of an eye, the game can just explode, from this blinding speed to a truly colossal distance.
Okay, but it's not all just about physics and incredible numbers. Not at all. Baseball is absolutely drenched in culture and history and, well, some really bizarre human quirks. This is all the stuff that's happening between the pitches, in the dugout, in the bullpen, and yeah, even out in the stands. Okay, I want you to really think about this for a second. Go back to the 1800s. The players, they didn't use gloves. They were catching these hard-hit baseballs completely bare-handed. It sounds like a small detail, right? But it speaks volumes about the sheer grit and toughness of those early players and just how much the game has evolved from its rugged origins to the super specialized sport we know today.
And trust me, the human side just gets weirder and more wonderful from there. The legendary Babe Ruth? He used to stick a wet cabbage leaf under his cap to stay cool. Yeah, really. To this day, you'll see players who religiously avoid stepping on the white foul lines, all because of superstition. And then you've got the fans, who are a huge part of the tradition. We're talking over 20 million hot dogs eaten at MLB games every single year, with everybody hoping they can beat those crazy 1 in 1,000 odds of catching a foul ball. It really is a culture all its own.
So you take this uniquely American game, right? With all its quirks, all its history. Well, it didn't just stay in America. And honestly, its journey from a local legend to a global phenomenon is just as compelling as any single play you'll see on the field.
So the story goes, or at least the legend does, that it all started in a place called Cooperstown, New York. We're talking all the way back in 1839. Now, whether that's the absolute 100% truth or not, well, that's up for debate. But what it does is give the sport these deep, almost mythical roots in history, stretching back well over 180 years.
And from those small-town roots, it just spread. Today, baseball is a massive passion in countries all around the globe. I mean, a perfect example is Japan. Their professional league is so popular that their championship is called the Japan Series, a pretty clear nod to the MLB's World Series, and it's just a fantastic testament to the game's truly global appeal. So, this all brings us right back to where we started. After seeing the lightning-fast pitches, the weird superstitions, the deep history, what are we really watching? Is the magic of baseball found in those 18 minutes of explosive, record-shattering action, or is it found in the 2.5 hours of quiet anticipation, the strategy, the tradition, all the things that make those explosive moments possible in the first place? Definitely something to think about the next time you sit down to watch a game.